Hey, everybody, it's Robert Flores. Welcome to the show.
Welcome in. We're in the third, and there are no outs. I'm John Shambi with Chris Singleton. So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Right side, Machado. The throw to second, to first, double play. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good. I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. On to the fourth. Still scoreless. Stepping in for the Yankees, Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1. 3 out. Hey. The 4th game of the World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. That one in triple digits. Pitch is in for a strike. And a count of 0-2. Ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Out towards right center field. Bellinger under this one. 2 down. Will Smith to the plate. In the air, right field. Judge on the move. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. Sean Murphy. That's ball 4.
Pitch runner at first for the Yankees, number 67.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
All these fans want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Inside, ball 1.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them.
out.
2-1. That one fouled hard the other way. Sets him down looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with the loss. Things aren't looking great right now, but they're still in striking distance. They need to get something going real soon.
Whoa, that's down.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Now here is Andy Pajes. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
But you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side of the 5th. Yankees 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in LA, today we deliver a powerful message as we join our partners stand up to cancer and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our communities. For more information and how you can help, go to standuptocancer.org. Well, one-run game. Mookie digs in here. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, David Bednar.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get.
What now?
Important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Outside.
Right through there for a strike. Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that. Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And Mookie takes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High fly ball, right field. Judge under it. 1 away.
Okay, for the Dodgers, second baseman, Mr. Hill.
Ball, that's off the
So
plate.
the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Outside, that's a ball.
Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Fouled off left side. Two down. And there's the ball.
That's too high.
This one in the air. Baden under it. And there's two away. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the World Series.
That's a ball.
Check swing called strike. 1-2. Got him. That's the third out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top of inning number. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game center. Gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Tied him up inside with that one. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's sometimes where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Ball, that's low.
Chases the changeup in the dirt.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
This one in the air, center field. And that quickly, 2 away. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. Dodgers down in order. They still trail 1-0. On the mound now, Edgardo Henriquez.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And
back to the top of the order, Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for well, one-run game. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Camilo Doval.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
First pitch swinging.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of
Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Out number 2.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Next to hit, Andy Pappas.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That clips the corner. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yankees 1 and the Dodgers nothing. The 4th game of the World Series. In now is the Yankees. Here's Mookie to hit. 1 for 2. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Check swing, and he went 4-1. Ball 1 there. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. In there. Got him looking for the kill. Betts wants to challenge this. That was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. The Yankees trying to close out a 1-run lead late here in Game 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
That one in triple digits. Pitch misses, and 1-1. That misses the zone. 2-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But 20 times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And that puts the tying run on base.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Aldi Young will hit next. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's too low. Ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Right through there for a strike. Back to first, and he's saved. Swings through that one out in front that time.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. That's down and in. Snap throw behind the runner, and he's back to first in time. Swing and a foul on a play. Tying run is at first here in Game 4 of the World Series. And that's a little bit high. They're now 3 in a row. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The Dodgers down to their final strike. No throw. He's in there safely. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they're back on top of the baseball world. The Yankees are once again World Series champs.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. And our outstanding crew. I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10 and leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know when the night is peak. When you relax and dance with me. Slow. Hands on your hip, move slow. Heart in my chest beat fast, foot on the gas. I hope that it lasts. Look. You spin my heart around. Oh, do, do, do.
Swagger when I step, walk in looking like a gent, feeling like a million, forget about my rent. She be in the city, opposite of innocent, and Benny told up friends, to bring a friend, took a girl from the